Hey guys, Czar here checking in with you. Hope all is well. 11:47 a.m. just before lunchtime here in the New York zone with our new daylight savings time. Our clocks move forward 1 hour this weekend, and I know that the UK and Europe are still 2 weeks behind doing that or away from doing the same thing. So we need to make a couple of adjustments there if for those who are UK and Europe based, so that so you know what time the New York market opens relative to what you're used to. And then anyway, that's neither here nor there. Looking at VWAP right now on the Dow, big rally here this morning on the Dow from the get-go. Although the pre-market sold off very heavily this morning in London, so London was mostly a down day, quite significant as a matter of fact. From the start of London, the Dow at its bottom was 841 points down, or 2.6%. So big sell-off. Some were calling it a crash, and some various other descriptors for it. But it was just a big sell-off, of course, on this banking failure news here, Silicon Valley Bank on the weekend, and then of course the Fed announcement to backstop them, really a bailout of sorts. All right, watching now, looking for a potential opportunity here, although it's just faded. There was a break of structure occurring here on the 1 minute chart on the VWAP. No longer the case. I will take you to the my main trading screen here, which is a 30-minute chart on the left-hand side and a 2-minute chart on the right-hand side. Sometimes the right-hand chart is a 1 minute chart. Sometimes it's a 5 minute. Today it's a 2 minute. I just like the cleaner action of the 2 minute over the 1 minute. Just to show you what I mean by that, here's the 1 minute. It actually doesn't look too bad right now, but I'm going to stick with the 2 minute for now. Just like the way it's interplaying with the 30 and making sense from an internal candle anatomy standpoint vis-a-vis the 30-minute candles. All right, hopefully that makes a bit of sense. And watching now, you'll see again what we had here is this big sell-off. And this is a big move. This looks like a tiny kind of a small move. Again, this is that 830 some odd points here from peak to trough during London alone. And then the rally almost from the get-go, the bottom here in New York, and then this rally attempt from here, 617 points so far. And the Dow now down up. Down. The Dow is up as opposed to down is up, because down can't be up and up can't be down. This is on a relative basis, but the Dow futures are up 184 points right now as we speak, 190 or 0.6%. That's the futures. That's since 6 p.m. Sunday night, last night, today being Monday. All right. So that's for the entire session, having been down nearly, up to almost 3% at one point. All right, so that we've set the stage. What I'm going to do is put you on pause, and I'll bring you back if a trade sets up here, and we will take it together. No day trades for me. I did a couple of swing trades in my long-term accounts this morning, and I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish there. I should say at 4:30 a.m. I had a 50-point scalp on the Dow. So that's in the London session. A nice 50-point win. No video for that because it was so early. I didn't want to wake the dead here, but I did send the actual executions to my Telegram group from my brokerage platform and the reason for the trade. And we'll take it from there. Put you on pause now, guys, and I will bring you back. Pause. All right, guys, we're back here. Now watching this trade screen, I'm going to move my zone. You can see that it was there. Now I moved it up to there. We're gonna focus on the 30-minute chart here for a moment, and which closes in 3 minutes and 56 seconds, call it, give or take. And here's what we're gonna do. I'm also gonna flip you back to the VWAP. Remember the VWAP here? Change of structure. We're seeing this happen right now as we speak. Above VWAP. Just going to gain some perspective here. Yeah. Open London, impulse, corrective, right to VWAP, tapped it, impulse. Not a prediction, but would not surprise me whatsoever. And I don't mean in one big smooth move here either, not for a moment. I'm colorblind, guys, and so I play around with these things and try to see which one stands out for me, and I can only hope that it stands out for you. I'm sure a lot of people are going, what did you choose that color for? That's horrific. And it might be. The only problem is I can't tell what. I think it's probably like a purple. I don't know. It's a guess. It looks like a purple spectrum to me, but when you're colorblind, the color spectrums are not your strong point. All right. Watching, guys, here. Watching. So, looking for a potential short here. Let me just get quite clear on that. Then we can look at this in a fractal sort of way as well. Now, part of this is boredom, guys. Not gonna lie. And I need to keep my hands busy sometimes because otherwise I get the temptation to do silly things like to take a trade prematurely. I rarely do that these days, guys, after all these years, but I'm just going to be I deal with the same impulses as anybody else does, even though I've been trading for 35 plus years actively. It's just the human condition, right? We get tempted to move and to do things, to do more. And my mental game playlist gets into that in some depth from a psychological standpoint and a mental, emotional standpoint, more importantly. Evolutionary biology standpoint, we are wired to fail at trading, and that's important to understand. Unless you come into the game recognizing that you're actually wired to fail to do this, or wild to fail while doing this, then you're going to have some problems. You're going to struggle because you won't understand what's happening to you, right? Which is really happening within you. Now, I mentioned I was looking for a short. I'm no longer looking for a short yet because we are at new highs now. And so this market is telling me something. It's telling me I'm going higher. And a market that's going higher should be bought, in my humble opinion, not sold, unless we now get confirmation at this double top that this thing is going lower again, in which case I'll be back to short again. And this is how nimble one needs to be when one is trading. It's about believing what the market is saying at any given point in time on every time frame, right? So I'm very cognizant of what's happening on the daily time frame here and what's happening with the other indices. For instance, this is the Three Sisters. This is the NASDAQ on the left, the S&P in the middle, and the Dow, the one we're looking at here in more detail on the right-hand side, right? So NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. The NASDAQ has gotten back to the London Open from this morning, right? There's the London Open from this morning. You see that there? It's actually made it all the way back. But now I wonder if this is going to struggle to get through. And if it does, then I think the rest is coming back as well. So I think that short might be back on the table here, guys, if certain things happen. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that as it unfolds. But for now, until this settles out, I'm going to put you on pause. We just entered the twilight zone, by the way. It's 12:01 noon, lunchtime in the U.S. I will remind you that the UK stock market is now closed. Regular trading hours are closed, as is Germany. Frankfurt, Germany actually closed 30 minutes ago. And so now Europe is done trading. Doesn't mean there aren't some futures players there. Of course there are, and some global futures players. But the European stock markets, the regular trading hours, are done. It's a mammoth market of participants has stopped for the day. All right, this is important because now we're dealing with basically North American markets only. All right, now watch this, guys. I'm going to take you back to the VWAP. Take you back to VWAP. Give me one moment here. Here we go. Watching this very closely. Notice this rejection here at the double top. Right there. You see it? I'm getting ready here to take a short, guys. Getting ready to take a short right now. Just jumping over to the 1 minute chart on my platform. There it is. I was so busy talking that I didn't nail that short. If it pulls back, I will take it. But the real short will come on break of structure down here, right? The big one. But that was a nice scalp. I made a really nice scalp, 85 points. These are big moves today, guys, big moves. Back to the trading screen. Here's what I meant by that flipping candle, right? If things break down again, we're there. Take you back to that screen again. I'm going to show you something. Move to the 15-minute chart. Move to the 10-minute chart. We're going to trade from the 10 now, guys. I needed to see this. Rejection wick. Above resistance. What's important here is what I showed you on the NASDAQ. Remember the NASDAQ getting all the way back to the London Open and rejecting? That's key. I'll show you what I mean again. Remember this? Right there. To the tick, guys. Right? To the tick. London Open. And then when that happens, even though these weren't back to London Open, they didn't need to be. This one's leading the charge, and the weakness is contagious right across the three sisters, if you will. Okay, I'm going to clean this up now, this chart, guys. Here, I want you to see it. I just wanted to show you the way that I'm thinking about this. And then I'm actually going to get rid of the sessions and the VWAP so we can just watch this pure price action. Naked candles, guys, naked candles. If you're into candles, you're getting a little excited right now because those candles are naked. How big is this range? That's 125 points, guys. This is a 1 minute chart. This is a 1 minute candle here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 candles over 3 minutes is 125 points. Not pips, not pipettes, points. That means Dow points. All right. I'm going to put you on pause, guys, and I will bring you back. Here we go. Okay, guys, looking for a quick micro scalp here. Right now, I break below this candle. Right now, there, in. I'm in this now. Didn't get the greatest entry, but I got it at the very low of that candle wick there. You see that? very low of that candle wick. Risking 50. To make 100. This is a 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. Our value. Just checking my platform here. Yeah, we're good. Just watching now patiently, guys. This is the twilight zone. Patience, guys, patience. Patience. Just so I'm very clear, because what we're doing is really playing the range here for now. I think there's a very good likelihood that this is going to break down into this zone here, and I'm not going to play that yet. We'll be very fortunate, of course, if we get the 100 points here in this range. Nice big trade. That's more than 1 hour right now. Could move stop to break even, but I'm not going to. And keep this thing open. Patience, patience, patience. Rejecting here again. All right, here's what we're going to do. Try to get 75 points here, guys. I'm going to close that up a little bit. Go for 75. The trail has been blazed here already. We're going to try to get back there because I see this rejection happening here. And the same participants that violently rejected here, buying interest, are still here, right? Even though it's lunchtime. That actually happened at 12:04, so lunchtime too, so to speak. I mean, if you're sticking right by the bell. Looking for 75 points. Yeah, there's that buying, right? Wow. There's that buying, guys. That's frustrating. All right. It's not over. Not over yet. We're still very much in this range. And for now, a lower low. Lower high, pardon me, and equal lows. Be patient with this, guys. Very difficult to do. watching. Wait for it. Very difficult to do, guys. The amateur would just take profits now and call it a victory, and it would be. But you win the battle. Ultimately, sometimes lose the war, because you need to have the math in your favor over the long term, not just in each trade. I mean, we are wired to maximize the number of victories and not the overall profit. Our brains and our wiring doesn't care about your profitability. It only cares about wins, kills. And by taking profit down there, that would have been a kill. In terms of my ego, my identity, my self-esteem, but it's not profitable overall, very often. It depends on many other factors in terms of your trading model and how you apply it, how consistent you are, and various other things, how you cut losses. But at the end of the day, if we keep taking profits quickly, we will not be profitable traders, and I've seen it thousands of times over the last 3.5 decades. Patience. I'm going to put you on pause, guys, and bring you back, okay? Save you the grind. Here we go. Watching here, guys. Got a little hairy there for a moment, and it might do so again. We're kind of grinding sideways now. This is the twilight zone. It's 12:17. Lunchtime. I normally walk away during the twilight zone, but on a day like today, with these very big moves, I will trade through the entire thing without going to the gym or my 5K walk that I normally do at lunchtime, or anything else for that matter. I will take a break to feed my cat. That's sort of tongue-in-cheek, but it's also true. Our cat Pickles likes to have a little lunch. Watching now, guys, looking for this push down for the 75-point win. Shangri-La, the promised land, right down there below. See if we can fill that wick, that trail that was blazed just a few minutes ago. 6 or 7 minutes ago. See if we can get back there. Here it is. There's the top wick. Let's see if this thing can flip. No, it's coming up. It's coming up instead. This could be it right here, guys. Watching. There's the top wick. Most candles have top wicks, so shouldn't be too scary. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Wow. I think that was half a point away, guys, right there. Really, patience is required today. Here we go. Come on. I know you can do it, Dow. Let's do the Dow dance. How annoying is that? Am I being a dick for a tick? It's possible. I didn't move anything, but this is just a marker, guys. I'm gonna stick on the 75 here. Let's check my own. Oops. Undo. You ready? Here we go. Patience required, guys, on this one. Unbelievable. One push. I know we can do this. All right. Do not want to be a dick for a tick. I'm going to go for. Nope. 75 points. We're sticking with this. Here we go. Flip it down. See the impulses that I have, guys? We all deal with it, right? I'm not moving anything in my platform. I'm sticking this thing out for the 75. Appreciate your patience. And if you're still here, you're staying with me, and that's quite something. You must not have much on your plate. Of course, I'm being facetious. I think these trades are very important to watch and to think about the mental game and the psychological aspect, because it is such a huge part of the game here, guys. Half a point away, right there. And done. Thanks for staying with me, guys. 75 points. It's probably going to go to the 100 that we were originally going for, but that's okay. So it's 1.5 R and 75 points. I will talk to you soon, guys. Click the like button if you will. Send me a comment. I always like to get to know my viewers. Been doing this only since October, and we're just crossed the 500 viewers or subscribers mark, which is amazing. And we'd love to have you as a subscriber too. Take care, guys. Talk soon.